Good morning, everybody. My name is Dale Sams, and I'm Veteran Storm Chaser and No Storm Chaser here to give you a quick video breakdown of today's severe weather setup here across two different areas. One area, the main area, is going to be across the upper Midwest here into the Ohio Valley, and the secondary area across the northern central Great Plains. Okay, so let's go ahead here at our current temperatures and dew points here for the upper Midwest region. Let's start there. All right, and I also turn on the severe watches and warnings here. So, for example, here across northern Michigan and eastern northeast Minnesota, here we have a severe thunderstorm watch, a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but take a look how cool the air is here. Okay, the temperature here at Grand Marquis and Cook County Airport is 63 degrees with a dew point of 63 here, versus further south here where we have 80s, we have upper 70s here in dew points, even in the 70s to near 80 mark. Okay, taking a look here at current satellite imagery here along with the current surface map analysis. So we have multiple boundaries here, multiple fronts, and kind of in the mix of where the storms are ongoing this morning's complex here from the upper Great Lakes to here to lower Great Lake region. All right, but essentially here we got a cold front here that is draped across Canada into portions of northern plains. Here, this is going to be a trigger point for not only the storms are going on, but also as these storms move further south and east, it's going to go into some more unstable air. Because remember, I just showed you that it's a lot hotter to the south here across the lower Great Lake region compared to the northern Great Lakes. So as it enters, these storms enter the more unstable air mass here, the more likelihood that we could be seeing some severe warnings here to be issued. All right, so that's what's currently going on here across the upper Great Lake region, upper Midwest here, and then further west here across the central Great Plains, northern central Great Plains here. Again, multiple boundaries, but main trigger points here are going to be the stationary front along with a dry line out to the west here, and here this and a cold front boundary to the south. Okay, so yeah, so multiple boundaries here for storms later today across these regions. Okay, this is what current radar looks like here across the upper Midwest. We have a lot of activity going on. All right, here this is the main complex that's going on here across upper Michigan here, and again we have a severe thunderstorm watch in place here until 9 a.m. I'm sure that here the NOAA Storm Prediction Center and the local National Weather Service offices here near Marquette and regions similar in regions in that area here are discussing on whether to extend this severe thunderstorm warning or severe thunderstorm watch, or expand the current severe thunderstorm watch further south. Okay, and that's what this red outline is. This is a mesoscale discussion from the NOAA Storm Prediction Center discussing that about this watch overall may need to be expanded east or extended as this complex of storms continues to drop further southeast. Okay. So again, we do have a few severe warnings attached here with 60-mile-per-hour wind and some pretty sizable hail. Your radar indicating 1.5 inch diameter of hail here, so that's some pretty sizable hail. But the main hazard today is going to be damaging winds. And as we go through the day, this complex of storms is projected to move to the southeast and into here into the Ohio Valley, and again pose mainly a damaging wind threat here, and I'll show you that here in a second. Also, further to the south, in the Chicagoland region here, we do have storms that are ongoing here across extreme southern Michigan, here into about to be in northern Illinois, or sorry, Indiana. Sorry, Indiana here. So we got this complex of storms that's moving out of Michigan into Indiana here, and this red outline is a mesoscale discussion that the NOAA Storm Prediction Center is having for issuing a possible watch, severe thunderstorm watch, for mainly, I think this is going to be mainly areas here across Indiana versus Chicago itself here, but we'll see how everything transpires there. Okay. So here is the 8 a.m. Storm Prediction Center outlook. Here we still have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk here from basically the Great Lakes, and then moving south into Illinois, Indiana, and parts of western Ohio. And so, again, this is a level 3 out of 5 risk, and the main risk is going to be damaging winds. Here 60, 70, 80, up to 90 mile per hour winds is not out of the question with these storms later today. There is some hail threat here, and the best tornado risk is going to be basically across the entire slight risk region here from the Great Lakes to here in the Midwest. All right, now out west here again across the central Great Plains region here, the main risk is going to be damaging winds. Here 60, 75 mile per hour winds is possible across the central Great Plains today. So keep an eye out on that if you're going to be traveling through those regions. Let's take a look here at the latest HRRR model, and we'll actually bump it here to the 12Z here run. And so you see this complex of storms. That's what we're currently tracking right now across upper Michigan and the upper Great Lakes region here. And basically this complex is going to, like I said earlier, where it's going to re-enter some unstable air mass, some warmer air, and which could re-intensify these storms, these complex of storms that are currently going on right now by 3 p.m. this afternoon. That's what we're looking at here on the latest HRRR model run. And as it continues to move south, it really starts to become more linear here, and where damaging winds is going to be the primary threat. And even taking a look here at taking a look at the shear for later today here. Okay, this is showing 8 p.m. But we'll go back to 6 p.m. So let's say 6 to 8 p.m. These bright purples here that you see, that's some strong shear. Okay, that's what it's indicating. It's indicating, shear between 75 to 90 knots here. So that is definitely enhanced shear across this region, which is going to that could play a part into some stronger wind gusts. Again, 75, 80, 90 mile per hour winds is not out of the question. Okay, and now back out to the central Great Plains. Here, remember I said earlier that damaging winds is going to be the primary threat out here. And this particular model run shows around 75 knots, give or take, here with the wind shear. So that's going to be the main risk out there, is damaging winds. So overall, for today, we have an ongoing complex of thunderstorms here across the upper Great Lakes that is going to continue to move southeast. It's not expected to weaken as it moves to the south, okay? Because again, we have more unstable air mass and warmer air to this across the lower Great Lakes than we do the upper Great Lakes. And as these complex of storms move into the lower Great Lakes region here throughout the day today, it could re-intensify and provide a renewed opportunity for all severe modes, but mainly damaging winds. 65 to 90 miles per hour is on the table. And in that secondary area, severe weather today across the central Great Plains, northern central Great Plains, which once again, damaging winds being the primary severe risk. If you live across areas for severe weather today, have a severe weather safety plan in place. Have a reliable source to receive warnings and watches and warnings here, and stay weather aware, and I will provide updates throughout the day as needed. Have a great day, everybody.